Before diving into the checklist, it's important to understand how do you actually make money online. And the reason why I want to cover this before we get into things is because most people don't really actually understand how any of this stuff really works. And so, first thing I want to point out is that nothing we do is magic. Even if we're using AI or we're using some sort of system or automation, all of the things that we've built deal with real people. And so we're selling things. We make money by providing value to real people. And our bots, our AI, our automations just help us reach more people in a more efficient way. But the one thing I want to point out again is that this isn't just some sort of magic money thing where you put in $1 and you get out $2 and you're just like printing money, okay? Now, I'm not saying that you can't make an extraordinarily large amount of money doing this, and I'm not saying that this isn't probably one of the easiest ways to get started by pressing some buttons and being able to reach people. But again, we want to focus on selling things to real people, okay? And so how do you actually make money online? You have to get people to look at something, and you have to get them to look at something long enough that they want to buy it. There's a study, I think, that was done, and the study says that people don't buy things until they see an offer around 7 times. Let me see if I can find this actual quote here. And so our goal is not to just go and send people our offer once. Yeah, here we go. What is the rule of 7? Customers need to see your brand at least 7 times. And I actually think it's more than that, but 7's probably a good estimate. So again, what we're trying to do here though is we're not just trying to get people to see things like one time. Oh, let's do a video and get somebody to see it and then they'll buy. Let's send somebody a link once and then they'll buy. No. We have to figure out a way to create something where we can sell something to someone by getting them to see it over and over and over. Now, how do we do that? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about in this checklist. But that's what our system is essentially going to go and do for us, right? When we go and create content and we're distributing content so that people will see it, we're going to build a system that'll help us remarket our content and our offers to people on autopilot. Now, fortunately for you, if you're using the system I'm going to share with you in this checklist, you're not going to have to go and do a lot of the heavy lifting. I've already done it for you. You can get started doing this very quickly, like even today, and you'll be amazed how fast you can actually start to make sales with this system. But when you go into this, don't think, oh, I'm going to do one thing one time and I'm going to make 100 sales. You have to make sure that whatever you do is something that repetitively can be done over and over. Even if a bot's doing it or an AI is doing it, remember, we're dealing with real people and we need to get these real people to see real offers because we're selling real things. So again, just remember, it's not about pressing a button and making money. It's about providing value and getting people to see the value over and over and over. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do in this checklist. I'm going to show you how to automate that. But hopefully that makes sense. Don't get discouraged. This isn't to discourage you. It's just to encourage you that as you move forward, if you start doing something, let's say you do one video or you do one post and you're not getting any sales, okay, well, guess what? Most of the people that have seen your content or who are seeing your content, they need to see it over and over and over. So don't expect that just overnight you're going to make all these sales, okay? It could happen. We have seen people that have gotten thousands and thousands of dollars in sales within their first post, but it's usually the case that you have to keep remarketing the same thing. Focus and focus. Imagine a magnifying glass. If you take out a magnifying glass and you point it at the ground or you point it at a leaf, the leaf's not going to catch on fire until you hold the magnifying glass there for an extended period of time, and then you're going to get the fire. So don't expect the fire to just pop out of nowhere. We have to focus continually on something long enough to get it to work, okay? But if you do this, this really is the secret to making money, providing value, focusing on something long enough, getting people to see something over and over and over till they buy. And that really is the secret to making money online. And you don't have to necessarily sell one thing or another to do this. Everybody asks, well, what's the best opportunity to sell? Is it AI? Is it courses? Is it products? Is it services? It doesn't matter. What matters is you understand this principle, which is creating value, continually remarketing the value, getting people to understand the value by remarketing what you're doing over and over and over until they go and buy it, okay? So don't worry about what you're actually selling right now. Focus on how you're going to remain consistent for a long enough time to get somebody to buy something, okay? So if that makes sense, let me know with the word yes, and I'll see you in the next one.